What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 68 of the XtraSlice, brought to you by the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the mayor of Stardew Valley and Eorzea, Chris Montalbano.
Oh, fucking hey. Just like a little over 24 hours, and I get this big lady to chase me down.
So, Chris, do you, want to be the mayor of the village going forward?
Yeah. At this point, as long as,
He wants to be in Lady D's torture chamber.
Yeah, it's like, if I got President D's just chasing me throughout.
President D?
Right, I had to, I heard it as I was saying it. It sounded bad. Just, if you know, you know.
We got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
You know what? Neir knows how to hurt me. It really does. This is bullshit.
We got the Akatsuki Durag, Madrid Devon.
Mink, 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 mink.
Ooh. All right, and joining us for the first time, we have the mastermind behind the thing the Atlanta streets have needed for the longest. We have our man, Havntr.
Hey, Mr. Popo was a nigga.
Vibe.
Yeah?
Nobody, Akira Toriyama.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about some of the special things Havntr got going on, including Cartridge ATL. We're going to be talking about Apex Legends Season 9, known formerly as Apex Legends Legacy. And we're going to be talking about Discord having an unlikely partner that nobody fucking saw this shit coming. Nobody saw this coming. But it's exciting. So, Havntr, for the people at home, the people listening, the little boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, who are you? What do you do? How would you describe yourself? What's the elevator pitch?
Man, so I'm a producer and a rapper from Atlanta. I also am an event curator. I've been doing it actually for a minute. I used to do a bunch of local parties and stuff for a while, and then stopped, got into my band, then started doing rap and shit, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, but I'm a rapper and a producer. Got an album coming out this Friday called Dream Eater.
Which will be out by the time by the time this hits podcast feeds, it'll be out. So just go get Dream Eater.
Oh, yeah. Go get Dream Eater, please. Get it on Bandcamp first, and then you can go to the DSPs. But get it on Bandcamp first. Spend that $10. It's worth it. On there, I made all the beats on there except for one. On that one beat I didn't make, I reached out to my Memphis homie, Odd Wilson. He's like a lo-fi producer that's out there, has a pretty good following, and me and him just been really cool for years. When he first started, I used to hit up his page like, "Yo, that shit's dope," this, that, and the third, whoop, and then it got to where we're doing shows together, and he'll actually be here on the 10th for a show at Cartridge. So he'll be
live
he'll
viewers
be playing.
Come out live. Everybody in the Twitch chat.
Yes.
Is within not having to get on a plane to get there. Be there.
please. Because we're going to have like a star-studded lineup, man. I've talked to, Cubes is going to be doing it. Lim Lizzy's going to be there. Fucking, I got Akuma's going to be there. Fucking Alan Thompson said he's going to be there. Fucking, I'm going to be, spinning my EP there. And I got a few more people that I just, off the top of my head, I can't really remember right now. It's a long-ass list. Yeah. But yeah. It's going to be a star-studded night, man. It's going to be fun.
Sounds like a banger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So, for people who don't know your genre of music, like your particular brand, your particular style, how would you describe it to? Because I've heard some of your stuff. I just saw your video of you in the deep end, which is real connections. We have a lot of if you go back to the podcast archives, we were talking about being drunk at the deep end very consistently.
Yeah. It was a vibe, man. It was a super vibe. It was like a moment in time that can't come back. It's you only realize that is what it is once it's gone. Because you're like, this shit's gonna be here forever, and then it's just like, oh, what?
That shit came out of nowhere, bro. Right. Especially for us, where we're like, I know you were like more in tune, so you probably saw it coming a bit.
No,
further
it came out. No, it came like we probably knew about it 5 days before y'all did.
Ooh.
So yeah, it came. And also that was like the last bartending gig I ever did. So I went directly into like AV work after that. Because I was like, I'm not gonna ever have another bartending gig like this where it's gonna be just this lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It's like, and it is true. So
Yeah, bro. That's one of the things I miss. But at the same time, like, thanks to the deep end and like that era of Controllerize, we were all able to like link up and like make friends and homies and like fucking business partners and shit, like, do these endeavors.
Definitely bred a community, man. Like, big ups to those guys, bro. Like
for real.
Yeah, that was the melting pot right there, bro.
Yeah, that's where we met Kuma. We met Kuma at the deep end, losing to him in a Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament. So
yeah, I talked some shit to that nigga one time, and then he like shut me up, and I just remember being like, "Who is this?" And I hope you watching this, Kuma. I hope you watching this, Kuma.
He's editing this. He's not watching live, but he's gonna edit this audio.
Damn.
But yeah, so right now, and we've talked about it the past couple weeks on the podcast, because I've finally gotten everybody else who's on the regular cast to come out to Cartridge, but like. Give the pitch of Cartridge, and I'll give like my like personal anecdotes about why it's already awesome. Like, it is the perfect thing coming out of COVID, fully vaccinated. Like, for me, every Monday right now, it is the highlight of like seeing good people, having good drinks, good food, good vibes, like playing. I always end up outside at these things, so I used to be out on the patio at Deep End and out on the patio at Monday night for Controllerize, and now like I'm outside of Wonder Kid for Cartridge, but like
we outside. PPP boys outside.
So I think right now what Cartridge offers a lot is that it gives like a gamer lounge type of vibe.
Yeah.
So we got it's a full restaurant that has liquor and beer, and mocktails and non-alcoholic drinks. So it like caters to everybody. If you don't drink, if you do drink, it also has like desserts, and they specialize in like baking goods and ice cream and stuff like that. So they have just like it's a lot of stuff that's at their disposal. But another cool thing is that we really try to like market Cartridge to like industry people, you know what I'm saying? Like people who are getting off work, or people who, let's say if you're off tonight, come in at 6 and you'll be done by 11. Like it's like a pregame thing. Like you come here, get some games in, get a couple of drinks in, and then go, if you want to stay out till 3 a.m., you hit where you going. But if you're trying to warm up, you want to take somebody here, show somebody something cool really quick. You know what I'm saying? You start off at Cartridge. And like right now I think that, running it as a pregame situation is what's been working for us. Also, we've been introducing the tournaments lately, and I think that's something that we're gonna continue to focus more on. So like, look for that in the future.
That really gives it more of that community vibe. So like that was something that they did when Controllerize was at the deep end. They'd have these Dragon Ball FighterZ tournaments, or Tekken, or Dead or Alive, and it like really. You'd meet people, because, like,
I mean,
Greg.
Yeah, because you'd be like, this is the same guy beating my ass every week.
Right.
But see, it's not the same people winning at these. We haven't gotten to the point that we just had that one monster show up yet. We haven't.
Yeah.
So I can still, show up, like, I gave Greg a run for his money. I had never played against Greg in Smash Bros., but his Ganondorf was disgusting.
Yo, his Ganondorf's bullshit. And I could play any other character in Smash Bros, but for whatever reason, Ganondorf, fuck that guy.
Did you say Ganondorf? I got just the package for him.
I don't know, like the last tournament we were in, when we did it against Dead End, I had to fight a dude who played Ganondorf, and I lost because fuck Ganondorf. Ganondorf's broken, and fuck anybody who uses him, and that's how I feel. But like, Greg's cool.
From the soul,
Greg's cool though. Like,
but Greg, he came out after like winning it all, and was like, yeah, man, I play with some people who they're just like, they come from hell. Like, they just have no light left in their lives. They just
there's always a bigger fish.
This is it.
The dark parts of the ocean.
Very true.
That's true.
So yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to hit? Oh, I got to ask you the question we ask a lot of our first-time guests when I remember to ask them. What is your favorite video game of all time?
Ay, Dios mío. I wish you would have told me that. Let me, you put me on the spot. Favorite of all time, like when I can revisit.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing this?
You can list a few that you like till you think of that one that's your one right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
right, like I got like.
Go ahead, rattle off a few so that people get a feel for you.
I like Snake Eater out of all. Like, and some people like will fucking chop me down about this, but I like Snake Eater out of the Metal Gear Solid.
No,
series.
Snake Eater is the best one. That's just right.
Okay, thank you.
That is just correct.
Thank you. My brother is a Metal Gear like fucking hardcore fan, and he's just like, yeah, no, the first was the best. I'm just like, Chad, what are you fucking? Can we please stop this?
First one's the best.
The first one.
Why?
But so. I think it's one. You know how people are like, I've been playing this since it came out, so they're like, super, just.
Yeah, I like Crash Bandicoot, but Crash Bandicoot 1 isn't the best one. Like, shit.
The worst one. Sometimes you have to take off the nostalgia goggles. It really gets in the way of things.
You know, and you really do. You really do. Play
like
games
that don't
15 years later.
Like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, those things are nice, but you have to let them go and let other things breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I thought I had Snake Eater, but I have Sons of Liberty, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. I don't have a copy of Snake Eater.
That's when Raiden was flipping around doing the somersault kicks or whatever. What was the other dude you were playing with besides Snake? The dude with the blonde hair? Raiden, what was his name? Yeah. And you remember he would like he'd do like this weird little kick thing, his little melee move. Oh no!
Is that 2 or 3?
That's two.
Yeah.
That where he like holds his nuts through like post game for no reason, like.
Yes.
Not post game. They stole his clothes and it's in another room, and so he's running around butt ass naked.
Yo, I'm telling you, these games just be like Kojima's fucking fever dreams and like kinks. Like straight up, like I need to see cheeks.
So, as a Kojima fan and as somebody who has a
likes
PS4,
cheeks.
Sure, yeah, likes cheeks, like an intersection of all of these demographics. Have you played Death Stranding?
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay. I highly recommend it.
I don't blame you.
I highly recommend it. It's kind of like a chill experience. Like it's like the mind of Hideo Kojima, like in a very chill. Like it's hiking. Like
is that the game with the dude, the courier game? Yeah. That shit. I'm not gonna lie. I heard the premise of that game and I was like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, I skipped that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I mean,
so how is it?
I like it, but it does not hold my attention until the weird shit starts happening. But that's after like 45 minutes of hiking.
Yeah,
and my brain gets real bored during that 45 minutes of hiking.
Even the weird shit, like the stress of the weird shit of like trying not to get caught, kind of gets annoying. It's just like it's the same old, and I'm not stressed anymore. I'm just bored. And then I got caught one time, and then the whole world went black, and I have like tar-filled whales trying to kill me, and I'm just like, this is actually kind of cool. I mean, I don't want to die, but this is interesting.
Hey, this is something interesting.
Right. But
like, catch me again.
I felt like this game was hyped and was overdue because we never got Silent Hills, and then this was his next game, and then I was like, nah, okay, no, I'm not. This isn't for me.
Yeah. I mean, as somebody, like, I actually go hiking, like, IRL, like, I go get in my car, drive somewhere, get out my car, and then we'll walk for an hour in the woods.
There's a difference between that and with the bullshit they trying to make you do. And those flimsy-ass fucking ladders, while you were holding, like, goddamn knows how many pounds on your back, including a dead woman, will break everything.
She wasn't even... Oh, well, I think the one at the beginning... Yeah, I think the one at the beginning of the game was dead. But later on, you carry live people. And the whole thing is you're supposed to be managing this weight. if you're picking up all the, like,
you're an ambulance.
You are a fucking FedEx simulator, and that's
FedEx.
what this is.
You are a Monster Energy drink addicted FedEx worker.
Here's the thing: the reason Death Stranding has been on my mind lately.
Like, I need the BFC.
Hideo Kojima knew COVID was going to happen. He knew 2020 was going to happen. He knew
did.
all of this shit. Like, when I tell
I'm not
you,
denying
Metal
any
Gear
of this.
Solid 2
These are
did predict
facts.
memes and how internet culture was going to ruin politics.
Hideo Kojima is a fucking prophet. And when I tell you, like, going back to play some Death Stranding on PS5, there's literally songs in the game about not being able to shake hands. Like, the entire game is like what happens when society is all forced to stay inside, and you are the one person, the essential worker, going from place to place, delivering these...
Is he getting hazard pay?
Me and him had to fight.
He
caused COVID.
Kojima? He caused COVID?
But no, it was Bill Gates. Is he getting, allegedly, is he getting hazard pay?
Bill Gates.
I don't even know if he gets
If
likes.
he's not, then that's the 1,000% experience.
He gets likes. So, like, literal thumbs up, like emoji. That's his...
Oh, so it is the real experience. You're still
Oh my God, that's the
internet
equivalent
to
of
save you from the job that should be paying you.
That's the equivalent of senators being like, "It's shots out to our essential workers out there working hard." Okay, where's the extra fucking money at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where are the extra opportunities? Where are the benefits and the insurance? Damn, this game's spot on.
Y'all
from what I
giving
hear.
$300 for people who do not work, but where's the $300 for people who are working because we're essential?
Right. Wait, ooh. That's just a fucking viral video. Here's a viral video to help you pay your rent. You're welcome. But like, nigga, what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
So yeah, like, I mean...
Yeah, I can't play that game.
As far as the recommendations from me, it has a lot of interesting things that if you play it now with the context of what 2020 was, you'll be like, this man knew some shit and just didn't tell nobody. Like, Kojima was probably on that list of Republicans where they called them and it was like, hey, the world's about to end 6 months before anybody else knew. Like, Kojima was probably on that list, but yeah. Yes, it is just a walking simulator. Yes, you are just delivering packages. Yes, the controls are cumbersome and like...
You're literally listing all of the things that I do not like.
It's not...
Like, all of them.
But
the story is good.
I played about half that game. Like...
You're describing an IPA. You know who doesn't like IPAs? Me. I don't care about those notes of hops and those undertones of hops.
It's good. It gets you fucked up, but you never want to finish it if you don't like it. If it ain't for you, you're never going to finish it. And then it was just a waste of money.
Yep. I could be drinking.
I could hike for free.
That I'll drink. You could hike for free.
I will just go to Sweetwater and fucking hike for free.
Yeah, I'm with it. I want to do some hiking.
They shot some of Falcon and Winter Soldier down there.
They shot a lot of Falcon and Winter Soldier, like just every other fucking
Atlanta.
shot. I was just like, I've been there. I've been drunk there.
Shot in
Yeah, but like legitimately one night I was driving home from somewhere. I think I was like coming from Jack's over on the east side, and like I was looking down at them shooting the final episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Because they were just down there in like the Sweet Auburn area. So,
Yo, there was like one like just completely random, nondescript ass corner, and I'm like, I know that exact fucking corner. Like
right,
even just looking at it, removing Atlanta from it, I'm like, that is 1,000% that one nondescript ass corner that I used to cut to get to class. Like, you can't fool me.
The amount of fights they have in that park over there by Georgia State,
Woodruff?
where you can tell they drive the homeless people out the park to let superheroes fight.
Like editorials is right there. Like you can't fucking fool me. Come on now.
Where is Atlanta season 3? God damn it! Like I just
2022. That's where it's
they know they got
open
something
your
good.
mind up and remove it.
It's just like Snow. The next episode, next season of Snowfall won't be out until I'm like fucking 35.
Hey man, I'm still waiting on these 2 new seasons of the Boondocks that were supposed to launch with HBO Max. But since HBO Max has been out, they just haven't said fucking shit about it.
Well, clearly complications happen.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Aaron McGruder is just in his bag, like Lil Nas. There's just so much shit that is just like Aaron McGruder cannot parody this because this is the timeline we're living in. I think
it might be hard because your parody is just like literally just is literal.
Yeah, it's like it's not even a joke anymore.
This is just painful.
This wasn't happening.
I mean, I still want the Lil Nas X storyline that I was conceptualizing about, like, how it could be, like, one of the characters they could have, you know, Thugnificent out there with a country singer. But, see, they already had this... Let me not get off on this tangent. So your number one game
we don't want to hear your Boondocks fucking fan cannon.
Pitch.
I'm out here just crafting Boondocks fanfic. But yeah, you said your favorite game, like when you narrow it down, would probably be.
Oh man, we no. I was saying Final Fantasy VII is definitely one of that I find myself visiting a lot.
Original or remake?
Not the remake. I played I haven't even got past like the first 20 minutes of the remake just because I'm like, this. I just know that the end of this game it stops at the top of the tower or whatever. So I'm like,
yeah, it stops at that tower, but everything and the world's wide open.
But yeah, it does a really good retelling of what 7 could be instead of just following everything that 7 was.
Copy. So
yeah,
I will be playing it soon then.
Yeah, you need to inject that.
I cut it on for 30 minutes, played it, and I was like, all right.
The graphics, the combat, the voice
and
acting.
And not saying 7 was bad, but there was some parts of 7 that were just like
7.
Jesus Christ.
7 does not hold
it also was
up.
made in 97, 95 or something?
No, I get it. It was a game that was held back by its time.
Mm-hmm.
But
the remake is not.
The remake isn't held back and tells the story that you love so much.
And
and the graphic,
conceptualizes a lot of the stuff, or contextualizes a lot of the stuff. So it's not even here we're just gonna retell this game. It's not like.
I mean, it's one of those. The game looks like the art that they made for it back in the day. They have.
It looks better than that.
Fully
it looks
realize
better.
this.
It looks better than Advent Children.
Yeah.
I got that.
Advent Children look like dog water.
I love Advent Children. Yeah.
I'm ready for this 4K Blu-ray. I got it pre-ordered of Advent Children. I'm ready to just watch it. At least they're doing Advent Children complete, which I'm happy about.
They just need to use the remake models.
They're not going to. It's just going to be this movie put through an AI up-resings. I know how Square do.
Of course.
Especially Nomura.
Of course.
All right. So, yeah, not to sidetrack anymore. So, you said Final Fantasy VII.
All right. Okay.
I heard you say Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, Snake Eater. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I got like tons of Kingdom Hearts tattoos. I just don't play. Well, here's one right here. Like, I've played all of those. Kingdom Hearts 3. Fucking fuck that game. As somebody who waited damn near, half of the time. Like, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
Died waiting for this fucking game.
It was at least 15 years, bro. Like, at least 15 years plus. Like, I think I was like 14 or 15 when the second one came out. Maybe like 13 or 14.
Right. But did you play the ones in between? Did you play?
Yeah, I played all of them. And don't get me wrong, there's, Advent Children. No, I said Advent Children. 365 over whatever the fuck. Dream Drop.
Fraction they decided.
I can't even remember because there's so many of these like money grabs. But the thing about it is, they actually put the story in these games, which pisses me off even more because it's like you're dumping all the lore in the these little side games, and then when it's time for the platform game to come out, you're like fucking going overboard on the Disney shit. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about the Pirates of the Caribbean, nigga. They haven't even made a movie in like 4 years. Why is this on the game? Give me fucking Star Wars or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Just wait, there's more. There's gonna be another one. As long as Disney exists, there's going to be another Pirates movie.
They don't. It needed to die. Their last one never needed to come out. Just to be honest, not to go into Pirates
for
of the
the first
Caribbean.
like 3.
Yeah, that's it. Trilogy, you're done.
Yeah, it went up to like I think there were 5 or 6 by the time it was all
yeah,
said
and then
done.
you like it ended on what's his like their kids and their like one son. And I was like, all right, you fucked up. You made Jack Sparrow like
a bitch.
Yeah, 100%. Like he ain't shit no more. And I was
Jack
like,
Sparrow, I'm belligerently drunk, but somehow I'm the captain of this ship, and I'm going to pour this ale over my nipples, and I want you to clap them.
Spot on.
that was the last movie. And
That was the last movie?
Should have
Wow,
never been made.
Yeah.
Never even seen it.
I really like after
Saved yourself
3.
the time.
I saw 4 like
4
in the
wasn't
most random. I did not watch 4. I saw
Which one was 4?
On a display TV at Best Buy that had motion blur cranked all the way up. And like I was just in Best Buy for an extended period of time, so I saw a good bit of it, but I was so distracted by the motion blur that like I was like, something about this makes me want to throw up. Like,
why do they do that?
Because apparently to normies, motion blur is good.
That's the selling point. They're like, oh fuck yeah, man.
It's also
You
like,
can see the frames happening.
It looks.
You don't want to see the frames.
It's really just boneless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't ask me to explain that. The thing that fucked me up with Kingdom Hearts 3, I thought they took all this time. I was fucking certain. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna give us Marvel shit and they're gonna give us Star Wars shit. You know what they didn't give us?
That makes sense,
Marvel shit and Star Wars shit.
It's almost like Kingdom Hearts is more of a Disney franchise than a Square Enix franchise, so we have these problems.
which sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't want that Disney Plus ass game.
Not Kingdom Hearts 4, whatever the hell he's doing with what's its face.
Who cares? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sorry. I don't care. We have Neir. Neir is my Kingdom Hearts. That's where we're at.
Hold on. So okay, I'm in the dark because I just saw the pop up for this. I didn't know that this was coming this and third. Is Neir that fire? Because
okay.
Please.
Hold on.
Wait, I got this.
Give me your testimonies.
Yeah, let's let Jalen do it. I'm gonna mute my mic.
I'm gonna tell you this
back
right
away.
now. I mean this when I say this. Neir is just Kingdom Hearts for goth kids who stopped watching Disney movies. That's it. Same feelings that you have about Kingdom Hearts, I have about Neir, except it's for goths and more swords. No Disney.
Yeah.
So it's better.
Less Disney,
and
more
the combat's
choking.
better. Well, if you're playing Replicant and Automata.
Well, also making you question life at the same time.
Right, yeah, it's philosophical as shit. Like,
have you played
Kingdom Hearts
Existential Dread,
wishes,
the game?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts wishes it could make people contemplate their lives in this way. Contemplate, like, no other game has made me, like, look into philosophy the way Neir has. So, our recommendation, right now, you're in the perfect spot to get in. You can play Neir Replicant, which technically takes place before Neir Automata, and the last third of that game will apparently make more sense. Because, like, the first 2/3 of Neir Automata is really, like, philosophy heavy. Like, it gives you some really tough decisions. It, like, makes you care about...
The last 2/3. The
pain.
But that last third...
What should I do to Pascal?
Oh.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
He did not deserve any of that.
Right, Pascal. Oh, well, you know, when you play this game, I'll talk to you IRL about like what happened with Pascal. But
copy.
And of course, half of the characters in this game are named after philosophers, with Automata. Like Pascal was a philosopher, John was a philosopher. Like half of these characters that aren't the playable characters are named after philosophers.
Okay, so these people who are the people who we're losing are not playable characters. Are the playable characters? Do they stick around?
Answering the question you're putting out is spoiling things that we don't need to get into those murky waters.
You trust us at this point. Just play it.
Copy.
I'm not going to pitch anything else. But the combat's like Bayonetta.
I mean, if you play Automata,
dipped in chocolate,
there's a way to just see some ass. So like,
they really did spend a lot of time
as
on
a fan of
I'm not gonna lie.
They did spend a lot of time.
There are more polygons in 2B's ass than the entirety of Mario 64.
Yep. So like, there you go. There's a reason to play it right there.
But yeah, so
and
you can either play
really
Replicant.
Good.
Yeah, you can either play Replicant, which just came out, but originally came out in Japan in the PS3 era, and just never made its way over. You could play that first.
That version
technically
never made it to America.
Yeah, like there was a different version, Gestalt, that we got in North America, which is what everybody knows of as the original Neir, which was on PS3 and 360 in North America. So this game has technically been out, but the version 1.22 whatever that just came out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, that is they remaster, like tweaking of combat. The combat works a lot better. When playing that game, it really feels like a PS3 game, but at the same time, like now, being a lot more mature and being a lot more, like, the fact that I'm already a Neir fan because of playing Automata, it's hitting a lot harder for me. The only thing standing in the way of me, like, being done with this game already is just I need to focus on it, and I haven't had time to sit down and really just, because the soundtrack is one of the best video game soundtracks of all time. Like, if you combine Replicant and Automata, top 5, easy.
Facts.
So, yeah, check it out. Play either one first. It doesn't really matter, because you're probably going to end up playing both all the way through.
Which is the one that just released, or did they both just release?
Automata came out a few years ago. Replicant
2017.
Okay.
Yeah. But Replicant is a remaster of a PS3 game. So technically, in chronological order, it's Replicant Automata. In the public consciousness of 2021,
Automata Replica.
Right. So
Copy.
Either way, they enhance each other. It's a package deal. Play them in whatever order you want. In my opinion, Automata, because it's developed by Platinum Games, it has that like combat you want. Like if you're a fan of Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, any of those sort of games, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, anything like that, if you enjoyed those, play Automata first, because then the story and the soundtrack and the atmosphere and all that will have you hooked in enough to do the combat of Replicant, which is improved from its original release, but it's still not as good, like, as Automata. It'll never be as good as Platinum Games.
Yeah. Okay. So Automata might be the one I start with.
Yeah, I mean, and you can get it for cheap.
It's probably cheaper too. Yeah. There we go.
Like.
Yeah, get that Game of the Yorha edition.
Yeah, Game of the Yorha edition. It comes with the DLC where you fight the CEO of Square Enix. Like, not like
the president of Platinum Games.
Yeah, like straight up Japanese dudes in suits show up in this game to throw hands. So.
Oh, word. I'm with it. That sounds fun.
All right, so we're about 35 minutes in. I guess I'll get to the question of Do you guys want to do news first, or you guys want to do what we've been playing first? Because news ties in really. I have
both
very
at the same
few
time.
news stories.
If what we're playing is a news story, go for it.
Okay. So I've been playing Apex Legends Season 9. I am level 42 on the Battle Pass. I am out here injecting this game directly in my veins. I played through all the server hell that we went through yesterday.
Yes.
Well, not all of it, because I got home at 5 p.m. And
that's the majority of it.
Yeah, so I went through not being able to play the game. Then I got in the game, and it wouldn't let me access any tabs except for play and club. And then at one point,
Top 5 Legends.
Yep, the first season 0 shit. It wasn't even day 1, because day 1 you at least had Mirage and Caustic, and they were locked out. So you really could only play as, what was it? Bloodhound, Bangalore, Lifeline,
Gibby,
Gibraltar,
Pathfinder,
Wraith, and Pathfinder.
And Wraith. Yeah.
So you could really only play those characters, and it was showing all the other ones as locked, like I'd never owned them. And then after a certain point, it showed them all on the character select screen, but it didn't matter who you selected, it would give you one of the original legends. Were you playing when they reset everything and you had to re-equip all your stuff?
Yeah, I'm still doing that now. I just the 3 legends that I really main have re-equipped, but everybody else is stock right now.
Yeah, I had to go through and at least put my gun skins back on and certain charms that I had, but I put all my gun skins on. I gave all my characters skins, and the characters that I really really play, I put their badges and trackers back on. But yeah, it's so
that shit was a pain in the ass, especially for release days. Respawn, my guy.
Don't blame Respawn. We are blaming
EA. Okay, blame EA. It's their servers. Yeah.
Respawn.
Yeah. We can't.
You got the money. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Come on, what is bringing in more fanfare right now than Apex?
Yesterday, given all the Madden servers to Apex, and probably would have made more money in that 24-hour or that 6-hour period of brokenness than they ended up making.
Sure, play Madden like that. I mean, they are.
I don't know. That's questionable, because the people spending money on Madden are spending fucking money on Madden.
And
FIFA.
Dropped just the first Gatcha game on console. No, that was fucking FIFA. My bad.
I'm sure they were both Gatcha at the same fucking time. For real.
You saying Gatcha on a console? I actually gave Granblue Fantasy. Genshin
Impact?
Genshin Impact, that's the one. I gave that a try this past week, and I do not see the appeal. When I looked at the characters you could unlock, and there were 0.5 waifus in total, no, not for me. I need my gachas to have a certain level of making me actually want things from it. But the gameplay.
This game didn't arouse my interest.
Right, none of my interest was piqued by any.
It's all right, especially for a free game. But I can understand what you're saying. I haven't played it since I started playing it, because it didn't keep my attention.
Yeah,
but that's because I play other.
So I didn't even make my first pull. That's how long I played it.
I got to my first pull, and it was
I ran out of content by the first patch, and then I just never went back to it.
Did you unlock a decent amount of characters, Jalen?
No.
Or...
No, because as someone who plays a lot of gachas, those rates are ass.
Yeah, the rates are ass, and nobody. So we had the Modern Alchemist on the podcast a while back, and she was really into it, and so I was like, this, and the amount of stuff I see about Genshin Impact just on the regular, outside of gaming spaces. In the gaming space, you'll hear about certain things, but outside, you hear about Minecraft and Fortnite and Madden and 2K. Outside of gaming circles, you hear about certain games. And Genshin Impact was one of those games that would come up outside of gaming spaces. So I was like, I'll give it a try. Like, I found the part of Fortnite that I like. And, like, I enjoy playing Fortnite. Like, I still play every season. I'm part of the Fortnite crew. Like, I play Call of Duty every year. Like, I can see those mainstream games and find the appeal of them. And I was like, I'll give Genshin Impact a fair shake. I spent, like, 2 hours the other night because the PS5 version came out. I don't have to deal with loading. It's just, like... First of all, that game is terrible at telling you what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. It took me probably a solid 45 minutes to get, like, an objective marker to show up on my map. So, that was the first problem. But I really played it, and I'm like, okay, I found Immortals Phoenix Rising. So I enjoyed Breath of the Wild, and liked it for what it was. And then I see the games that, like, derive from it. So, like, Immortals Phoenix Rising... the things that it pulls from Breath of the Wild, I could see how it's appealing. Like, every time I've played that game, I've enjoyed myself. Shout out Ubisoft PR for hooking me up with the free code on that one again.
I appreciate y'all Ubisoft PR. I need to go back and dabble in that DLC,
Yeah, I still need to get a code for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I think that's going to speak to me a bit more than Immortals did, but I got to y'all a little bit too late for that one. But yeah, so I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. I've enjoyed a game that is a knockoff Breath of the Wild in Immortals Phoenix Rising. And then I was like, okay, Genshin Impact is taking a lot of these same elements, like UI, like gameplay stuff. It's just, what if Breath of the Wild were a gacha game? And I was like, I enjoy my fair share of gacha games. I play Fire Emblem Heroes. I play Bleach Brave Souls. Like, I play these gacha games that it's like random pulls. I'm basically trying to get what I have like a 2% chance of getting at all times. Like, I'm okay with all of that, but it's just something about how it's all tied together in that game that it's like a master of none in any way, shape, or form. Like, Immortals has a bigger world, it feels like, than Breath of the Wild had, and it has more, like, points on the map of things for you to do than Breath of the Wild had. So it has that Ubisoft open world checklist feel to it, where it's a lot less of abstract than Breath of the Wild. And then Breath of the Wild has that Nintendo polish, and then all these other gacha games I have waifus that I see that I want, and Genshin just doesn't do any of those things. So I gave it a try. Still can't get why. And I mean, yeah, it's a free game, but so is Warframe. So is Call of Duty
Which
Warzone.
I just started playing.
Anton,
and I love
the
that.
answer is Twinks. That's the answer. That's the thing about it. This is the other, like, the company that makes this also make, like, Honkai Impact, which is full of waifus.
But that's not on console. Like,
I know.
Part of the, like, appeal of this was, like, I can boot up my PlayStation and engage. Like, there was an April Fool's Day joke that totally got me that was Fire Emblem Heroes had a Switch version coming. And I was like, fuck yes, I've been asking for this for years. Like, I just want a quality...
Bleach Brave Souls.
Yes, Bleach Brave Souls is coming to PS4, and supposedly it's going to let me transfer all my stuff that I've been grinding between the mobile version and the Steam version onto my PlayStation. And so I'm super down. I will play that game with a controller. I typically let it auto battle on everything else, but I'll play me. It's the best chance of me getting a current gen Bleach game that I'm ever going to have ever again, so I'll take it.
I don't know. With the 1,000-Year Blood War coming, I think we can get another Bleach game within the next 3 to 4 years.
Hopefully, it's by the people who either made the Japanese-only PSP ones, the North American DS ones, just none of the console ones. Like, I don't need another Musou, like Bleach Soul Resurrection. I don't need whatever the Shattered Blade one was on Wii. I don't need any of that.
I need that Arc System Fighter.
I'll let you dream on that one.
I will. I'm gonna manifest it.
Yeah, shit. If you manifest it, I'll deeply appreciate it. I'll be out here playing my CyberConnect 2 Demon Slayer game.
All I'm saying is old animes are coming back. Just Soul Eater and Claymore, they're up next.
Oh, dude, if they make another Claymore, that'd be dope.
And Ketio Hitman Reborn.
Yes. Need that final arc. I need that.
I'm telling you, I'm actually confident all those things are coming.
Oh man,
because there's only so many izakais they can fucking adapt.
I think the light novel world would like to have a word with you, Madrid.
I know, they're going to get sick of it. That's what I'm saying.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm totally down for that. Like, the fact that Bleach is coming back, the fact that Shaman King is coming back, the fact
Shaman King's back.
It's in Netflix jail.
Yeah, like, I have the first 3 volumes in the VizBig, so I really need to just sit down and read it. But I'm waiting for, like, some more to come in, because I know I'll get through the first 3 volumes and just really, really want more, and there's not, like, it's not on the Shonen Jump app, so I just don't want to hurt myself like that. But yeah, Katekyo needs to come back, because that Katekyo was like a sleeper hit during the true era of the big 3. It was like once you were ingrained in at least 2 of the big 3, you went and read Katekyo, and so it just hits different. But yeah, so out of season 9, Madrid, I know you've played a little bit. I've played like several hours. Havntr, you've probably played a couple hours yourself.
Yeah, I played a bunch. It's a lot.
What do you guys think about it? Like the arena mode's here, Valkyrie's here. What else is the bow is here?
The bow is here.
Ooh, yes. That bow. Ooh, it feels fucking good. It feels
good. Yes, it feels good. I thought it was gonna be a little clunkier than that, like a little, just like more mechanics to it. But it fires just like anything else.
Smooth. Like that's the thing I appreciate the most about the bow. It's just like a smooth weapon.
And I thought they were going to drop like more than one, but with the way they give it like 2 additional hop-ups that you can equip them both, that way you can switch. It's kind of like they dropped 2 different bows.
Well, so I haven't, so I've used the bow like 1 round and just didn't keep using it. What are the 2 hop-ups?
So one is, I think it gives you a quicker reload when you get like critical hits or headshots.
It gives you a quicker draw speed. So like that hop-up also works on some of the sniper rifles. And then the other one, I keep wanting to call it scatter
like a shotgun.
Arrows. Yeah, it really is kind of like a shotgun. It like splits the arrow and increases its spread. So
gotcha.
So you
think
have
about
a close range
scatter
option.
Arrow. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like when somebody gets up in your face, like you hit them with that, and it's just over with. And that hop up also works on the 30-30 repeater. So, like, just the changes they've made to a lot of the systems in the game by removing. I think they got rid of skull piercers, and they made anvil receiver purple now. And so
I think it's still gold.
It's still gold? I mean, I know in Arena it's purple. Because if you get a R301 or a flatline up to purple in the Arena, the hop-up that they have is the anvil receiver. So, yeah. How do you guys feel overall about the changes they brought in this season? Like, outside of the broken-ass first day, where they
I meant to look at the patch notes, but I didn't. I talked a lot of shit about what they were doing with Lifeline. Like, they did take her shield away. She still has her auto-res, and actually now she can double auto-res, which, that opens it up. Like, I understand why they took it away, because of arena mode, that shit would have been busted. Like, just straight up. But that double res with the gold backpack in arena, like, that shit is really strong. Like, I'm not being biased, but I think Lifeline's S tier. Still, like,
I can see that.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at the patch notes, but I'm loving everything, like aesthetically, the music, that Spitfire skin you get on the battle pass off rip is fucking flames. I really like that
even
Kitsune
the, blue
Rampart
and white skins on the battle pass are hard. The entire aesthetic of this season. Like I had just gotten the Golden Week bundle last week, or probably
the Golden Week bundle sale.
It's just a bundle, but so yeah, I got the Golden Week bundle because I love my Japanese aesthetic. Like I want everything. I got the Gibraltar samurai skin. I did the event to get that Kraber that's like samurai themed, all that stuff. And then this season, just even the low tier skins go hard because of just how Japanese everything is. Like cherry blossoms, even the treasure packs, like the design on the treasure packs, like they took note of. They're like, all right, so we're gonna put this Japanese character in this game, and this whole season, like last season felt more like an action movie. It wasn't really Australian themed.
Oh yeah, big action movie energy, big 80s. Your dad's favorite action movie.
Kurt Russell.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get them the chopper.
So you got all that. But this season, like, is just tranquil. It is just vibes. It is lo-fi. And that's what I need.
Otaku energy.
Right, big otaku energy.
And I'm really fucking with like Valkyrie. Like I thought she was gonna be an assault character, but she's actually recon. And
she's well equipped. Like she has like basically like a double tactical.
Yeah,
like she can shoot missiles, and then she double jumps, and she can glide around, fucking horizontal. So like she just opens up a different like plane on the battlefield,
right?
Because she can take advantage.
They did nerf Horizon too, which.
They did, but I don't feel it yet. I don't feel it.
Yeah, I don't feel it yet either. I figured they would have kept it the same to kind of check, like Valkyrie, so they have two people like in the air. But I guess they didn't want to make them both oppressive, because a team like Valk and Horizon, and then like Octane.
It's kind of nasty.
That sounds menacing.
me and Cubes have been busting ass with Valk and like the Valk Horizon like combo, and just whoever the fuck else chooses to stand in third. But that shit, just. It's becoming to where like air fights are the new part of the game. Like you can't just rotate on the building because Valkyrie's flying right behind you. So.
Yeah, very true. But we got the bow now, and that shit is just
the amount of times I've seen Valkyries turn into boxes midair.
Oh yeah, now that is
satisfying.
True. That is very true.
The amount of times it's just been like a well placed arrow. To turn that girl in her like hybrid mech suit into a death box. It's been great to watch. And I think so like it's really interesting. Her ultimate's interesting because it's just a jump tower wherever the fuck you are. And then like late game, I was playing with a Valkyrie earlier that was like, all right, every time I get my ult, we are going up, and I was like, all right, I am with the ride, and we made it to top 3 just off of her, like, all right.
Repositioning and finding out. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like, it was her taking us, like, all right, we can't win this fight because of the position they have on us. Let's go to this other fight, drop in. They will not suspect, like, they'll hear us coming, but they won't have the time to react. And so we can just take them out and then go back around and have better positioning in that original fight we were in.
And you know exactly where they're at because when you redeploy with Valkyrie, it marks every opponent on the screen. Like, she's OP, bro. I'm like, why do I need Crypto? I'm like, why do I need Crypto or Bloodhound right now? If I jump back in the sky with her, she just marks everybody.
The good thing is her cooldown is kind of long on her ultimate. Like, she's going to be the new character that I start feeding ultimate accelerants because her ultimate right now is just...
Ultimate accelerants, gold helmets. It's like, yo, here, take the gold helmet.
Right, yeah, because they come in for you. As soon as you see a Valkyrie, like, that's how it's been with me. As soon as I see a Valkyrie, that's the first person I'm trying to take out. I'm like, fuck this, we're not about to start this shit.
Right, because if she gets active, she can reposition. Those little concussion rockets, are annoying. Those shits are annoying. They do some good damage, too.
Yeah.
So
and it's a spread out little, nice little damage area.
She's fun as fuck to play, though. Like, Apex has really been on it with, like, all the characters they've dropped lately. Like...
How do y'all feel about arena mode? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I was just going to say Horizon,
Fuse.
Oh man,
Valk.
Fuse. I was
10 out of 10 characters across the board.
Last season turned me into a Fuse main in a way I did not expect. Yes,
yeah.
And then they buffed him this season. He has
every time I play
clusters.
Fuse, I'm just like, oh, Fuse, yeah. I just get in the character.
Right, I shoot a beer out my fucking back cannon, crack that bitch open, have me a good old time. So,
Knuckle cluster.
Yeah, the fact that they gave him 2 this season.
Oh, he got a buff this season?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh my god. Like already,
that's
the
wild.
good thing about him is early game engagements, you have that, so like you don't...
A weapon or immediate, yeah.
You immediately have something that will do damage and shut people down, and then on top of that, you can kind of... You can zone, like Valkyrie feels like a direct response to his ability to zone people in mid game. So like when you still have a lot of space that you can move around, but you're trying to fight this one person right here, if they don't have a Valkyrie on their team, you are locking them down. Like I know Wraith could have gotten them out of there, but you know how Wraith mains are. They just quit the game immediately the second they're down. Like they don't even try and get rest.
But are we in a ring of fire? DC.
But like as far as anybody else, nobody else has an effective way of getting everybody out of there without
Horizon,
Horizon, you're exposed.
Horizon, Octane,
true Octane
ish.
jump pad. But I mean, both of those you go up within range of being able to be shot. The amount of times I've shot an Octane coming off of his jump pad and knocked him midair, or even just completely crated him midair, has been enough. And like people have gotten used to Horizons, like the amount you go up on her lift, and so I'm
the animation behind it and everything.
But also with both of those abilities, if you are an enemy, you can follow them. Like there's nothing stopping you from using an enemy enemy Octane jump pad or an enemy Horizon lift.
Right. Whereas Valkyrie,
you
you can't use an enemy Valkyrie's ultimate against her.
I will say this about her ultimate. That shit takes a second to cook up. You getting it activated, your teammates attaching to you, and then her, all right, y'all, we're about to jump. Are y'all ready? Okay, are you ready to jump? You're ready to jump? All right. All right, guys, we're about to lift up
in 3,
the minivan.
Have any of you guys used that move while opponents were around? Does the burn actually do damage? Or every time we've ever used it, it's like behind a building, like get the fuck over here, let's do this shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only time you can use it, because once you go into that animation, you're about to be fucking shoot
out of that animation. So that's part of that's the reason I've never done it in group. Right, it's gonna be a fucking peacekeeper to the face if I try that shit.
Yeah, no, you about to be fucking Swiss cheese.
The Mozam freak. Can we talk about the bar?
Oh, six shots. I was like,
shots.
That should save me a couple of times this season, and I'm like, Mozam, you are really trying to get on my good side, nigga, because I talk so much shit about you for a season.
Yo, all the shotguns are on the floor this season, except the triple take. Which have y'all tried the
30-30s? The 30-30
I used to love the triple take.
The new triple take is a fucking monster, because they're like, okay, this is just going to be this care package's shotgun,
right?
Because hip fire, poof, just
care
monstrous.
Packages this season. Is it Prowler, triple take, and Kraber?
Yep.
That's an interesting rotation.
I'm telling you.
They legit made the triple take a
range.
shotgun. I mean, I know it doubled as one. Like you could use it as one in the last seasons, but that's what they're not using it as like, oh, there's two snipers in the the care pack.
It's even like beastlier as a sniper now. Like just across the board, it's just fucking phenomenal. And I was already a triple take guy. Like that was my favorite sniper. So it's lit.
Charge rifle's my favorite sniper, but for different reasons.
I was gonna say, you just stabbed me in the heart right there. I fucking hate that gun.
Right.
But I've been
That's a throwaway.
I've definitely been beamed from across the screen with one and like cried to dear Jesus, like, how did this happen? Like, so I mean, it takes a level of skill and understanding the weapon, but I just fucking hate it. I just think it's a shitty weapon.
I
think that's more of a mouse and keyboard type weapon.
I like the fact that it's hit scan into like projectile, like the way the fire pattern of it. Just something about it clicks with me better than any of the other snipers in the game. I wish we had an opportunity to have the Kraber as ground loot, just so I could try that a bit more. But like, I never want to be there late game picking up a Kraber, like unsure. Like by the time I make it to late game, I got an R301. Maybe an alternator, maybe a Spitfire. Like, I have guns that I know that I am capable of killing somebody with. Like, even maybe an Ava or a Mastiff this season has gotten me killed one too many times. Like,
reload, bro. That reload fucking pisses me off every time. I'm like, oh, did that not knock him? Great.
Right, yeah. So I just shot this dude, and now, like, I got this whole animation of him just fucking spraying me down with a devotion.
Yeah. But you were asking about arena mode. How do you feel about it?
I love it. You know what's super enjoyable? Fucking beating the shit out of somebody without getting third partied. That feels great to me. Exactly, because like, you know, sometimes you have those days where you're like, bro, am I like buns? Am I really this? It's like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just thrown in a situation where, you know, I'm with one team and then all of a sudden, you know, somebody hits a corner and they just, you know, they got me.
Right.
But but fucking this arena shit's awesome. I love it. I love the fact that you know, it's 3v3 and it's like, you know, pay for your weapons type thing, so it resets every round, so you can't stockpile weapons, you know, and just, you know, because by the second round, if it, you know, you kept all your weapons and this and the third, you know, if you were beating the other team, you'd be fucking smashing. You'd have fucking level 3 upgrades, this, that, and the third by the second round, and just be unfair. So I like it. I like it. Yesterday, it was pissing me off a little bit because I had to play with the legends that you know, was you know, allowing me to play with. But now that I've have, you know, a full grasp of the, you know, all of the legends, I like it. I like going in there and you know, playing with people different ways, and
I like the fact that the Mozam Freak is now free. So it's one
straight up.
Like, I don't know why you would ever pick the P2020. Like, I can shoot with the P2020 when I need it, but like, if I can get, my loadout lately has been an R301 or an Ava and a Mozambique, just out there ready to do that shotgun damage.
Yeah, I've been leaning with the and it's funny that like I said, because I really hate that gun. I've been leaning with it a lot lately because of arena, because I'll be like, oh, I got 500, you know, so let's see, I'll get a Spitfire, and then you're left with 0. So it's like either P2020 or Mozambique. You know, and then when I'm shooting down on somebody and then gun swap, that Mozambique comes in for the kill. Like,
yeah,
like what? Like that extra, that 5th one, 6th one is like, oh,
see,
okay, guys.
This just proves that Apex has always been trolling this shit out of us with the Mozambique. Like, they knew it could have been a decent gun, but they're like, nah,
because it's a shotgun handgun. Like, that sounds amazing. That should be amazing.
A fucking sawed-off. They give you a sawed-off, and they're just like, yeah. Ha, 3 shots. Huh?
Have fun.
Right, like,
and then the silly animation to fucking reload too, yeah.
Oh my god, I've taken so many bullets to the fucking dome because of that animation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, but as a secondary, especially in arena mode, like, you run out of ammo and whatever, like, automatic you're using, and it's like, shit, they're cracked, they're low, like, I know they just need that little bit of, they need that Salt Bay
and
of
you're not
damage.
close enough to punch him in the face.
And you're not close enough to punch him in the face. You pull out that Mozambique and hit him with that salt and pepper. Woo.
What is a Mozambique to the dome if not a fucking punch in goddamn square in your nose? You know what I'm saying? Same energy.
Yeah.
This brother's spitting.
That's fair.
So, Chris, are you going to give Apex a fair shake this season?
Yeah. Especially with the 3v3. I think that's really what like gets me in. Like, I never really was about the Battle Royale. I mean, Apex kept me the longest because Apex is so good in the way of its like shooters, the guns, and just like how everything works in Apex is just, to me, better than even Warzone and Fortnite. Like,
I really like playing Fortnite.
Yeah, Apex just like has the formula down that I'm like, yeah, I'm about this. So now that they have a 3v3, which I am about more so than like a battle royale scenario, yeah, I'm giving this one.
And I hope they keep adding on and like make it a 4v4, 5v5. Like,
yo,
if they do
a whole ass team deathmatch.
Oh my god,
I'm here for it.
That would be dope.
With the buy-in system, like, come on, like rival Valorant, goddammit.
So,
we don't have that on console.
With that situation, if there was like a 5v5, would you want them to make it to where you can only, like how it is now with a 3v3, you all have to choose different legends? Or would you want it to be like, oh, well, maybe we could choose multiple legends?
No, like different legends.
Different legends. The last thing I need is a team full of mirages bamboozling my ass into fucking Kingdom Come.
They're all, like, you're going to run into that team, just all fucking same skin, just similar ass names. Oh no, right. Mirage!
I've already gotten pissed off at Mirages in arena mode because they go and they buy that goddamn ult, and then there's just nothing you can fucking do. Because even if you're all grouped up, there's no way to like effectively communicate which one's the real one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Next week, let's all get together after we play some more and do an Apex Battle Royale and Arena tier list.
Oof. I need to play like people I don't play. I need to like have Watson. I need to see how Watson fences work with like how small the ring gets. I need. Oof. That tier list.
I mean, it would be cool. Like, I feel like if we just play the characters that we know, and enough of us play different characters, we can kind of like. And if we're on similar teams. And because it's not just the characters that you play, it's the characters you play against, the characters that are on your team, and you can kind of use that to gauge like where they fall. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad, guys.
But yeah,
this man's like, I gotta get in some Apex right now.
No, my TV just fucking cut it out. My bad.
It's
that's how I feel when I land a bow headshot.
You get that fanfare of whatever commercial was on.
They just play the Final Fantasy.
But yeah, bro. Chris, I'd say check it out. Jalen, I know we don't need to convince you to get in on this violence like this season. You're going to get in there. You're going to see the shit that they did. You liked Pharah in Overwatch. Valkyrie is just Pharah. You just hold down, you double tap X and hold it to just fly. But that brings me, while we're already an hour and 10 minutes into this, to the other story I wanted to talk about. The other big news story of the week that I want to shout out the guy who brought this up to me on Twitter. Or he brought it up to the podcast thing, and I was just happened to be on the podcast account for once in my life, and I was.
How's it over there?
Shout out at TechBoyQ. His name is like his Twitter thing is Watch Shaman King. He shouted us out in the tweet about this, but PlayStation is partnering with Discord to bring the console, mobile, and PC experiences closer together. So I'm stoked for this. As like you guys know, we record the podcast on Discord. I'm on Discord pretty much all day, every day. Discord is really where our communities are.
Discord is life.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about it. So a few weeks ago, Microsoft was trying to buy Discord, and so we were like, "Damn, we really hope that Microsoft doesn't come in and fuck up like our Swiss Army knife of the internet.
So this is going to be more of a partnership, right?
Yeah. So PlayStation bought a minority, like they funded.
They brought a POC.
Did you say POC, PLC?
POC.
Yeah, minority.
Yeah.
They bought a BIPOC. They bought a BIPOC of Discord. Okay.
Yeah. So they bought a small section, or they funded Discord in enough to have a minority stake and to have this partnership where it looks like to start off is going to be just a straight up Discord app on PlayStation where you'll be able to access text chat, you'll be able to join voice channels, you'll be able to like have that friends list, because they're probably going to do it how they've done, because on Xbox when you link your Xbox Live account to your Discord account and you're playing something on your Xbox, it shows up on Discord. And I know I have a third-party app that lets me do that with PlayStation, and like people have legitimately hit me up like, "Yo, how the fuck do you do that? That's just awesome." But now it'll just be integrated, hopefully, into the system level. Like it can tell, because I know it has like Spotify integration on PC. So if you're like on PC and you're listening to something on Spotify, it shows what you're listening to. And people can click through that and get to it. And I know we were all hoping for Discord to come to Switch, but honestly, where I'm at with PlayStation, this is one of the biggest moves that they possibly could have done. Like, this is...
Right, because my main thing is that I want Discord to kind of keep their own autonomy. Like, I like the way Discord operates. Like, they cater to their users, you know.
They listen to feedback. They
listen to feedback. They're against like racist and shit like that. They're pretty tapped in. So I would like for them to keep that. So if that's going to be the case, this is cool. Just you're bringing in your functionality on the PlayStation. That's fucking fantastic.
That was on my wish list.
Is what they do on Xbox what they're doing for PlayStation?
No, it's going to be more than what they do on Xbox on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't given any the bare details. Minimum. Yeah, Xbox is really just like, okay, we'll enable rich presence on Discord. You can't read Discord messages, you can't send Discord messages, you can't join Discord voice chats. I see us being able to do all of those things.
That would be cool, video chatting on PlayStation, like with the camera. I thought that could be pretty dope.
I need the fucking camera to amp my streams up a little bit, but...
I am confused by the fact that, like, Xbox tried to buy Discord. Microsoft tried to buy Discord, but won't
PlayStation
implement in these things before PlayStation just came around the corner and was like, yeah, let's do this.
Well, like, so Microsoft was trying to buy it, probably so that they could use, like, the fact that a lot of people are using Discord in the pandemic, like, trying to use that, because nobody's using fucking Microsoft Teams, which is what they wanted to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So...
that's not true. A lot of Microsoft Teams is huge right now, but as far as businesses go, Microsoft Teams is huge. Not in the gamers aspect, but like,
yeah, is it similar to Slack? Like, because Slack is just that's what one of my companies.
I mean, Microsoft Teams and Zoom are the only thing you use to do video calls for businesses.
Right, but
yeah, we use
Microsoft Teams is nowhere near on the level of Zoom.
I don't 100% know about that, because I've known a lot of people who, like, a lot of companies, like my girlfriend's company that she works for and her friend's company, that started on Zoom and then moved to Microsoft Teams because it was better. And like, that makes sense. Microsoft has more money to put into this, so it's
that might be in your, like, maybe.
I mean, it's not in our wheelhouse because we're a gaming podcast. I don't know anything about a streaming service about businesses.
Right, but like my tangential relationships with people who work like more real jobs, even in my nursing job where we use Microsoft Office, like we use like a lot of these Microsoft tools like across the board. We don't even use Microsoft Teams. So
it might be just bigger, like better for like really big companies.
Angelina doesn't use Microsoft Teams, and she works for State Farm, a Fortune 500 company.
I don't know, dude. Like, there's a lot of there's multiple companies that I know that are using Microsoft Teams over Zoom because Microsoft Teams has more options.
Right.
Than Zoom does. I mean, Zoom is very like you do the call.
Yeah, Zoom is very bare bones. It's like even their chat.
Microsoft Team is like we're in a dire.
You can do there to
it
work.
Is what is. It is. I mean, we're not trying to like promote either one because neither of those have to do with gaming.
Right.
Or paying us.
Mainly paying us because we're capitalist.
100% paying us. I mean, if Microsoft wanted to pay us anything.
I'm actually actively paying Discord right now. So, like, Discord.
Yeah, same thing.
Well, no, the reason that I'm excited for Discord. So let me read just it's a super short post to the SIE blog by Jim Ryan, President and CEO of PlayStation. So announcing PlayStation's new partnership with Discord. Popular communication service will integrate with your social experience on PlayStation beginning early next year. At PlayStation, we're constantly looking for new ways to enable players around the world to connect with one another, form new friendships and communities, and share fun experiences and lasting memories. In this spirit, we're excited to announce a new partnership with Discord. The communication service popularized by gamers and used by more than 140 million people every month around the world. Together, our teams are already hard at work connecting Discord with your social and gaming experience on PlayStation Network. Our goal is to bring the Discord and PlayStation experiences closer together on console and mobile starting early next year, allowing friends, groups, and communities to hang out, have fun, and communicate more easily while playing games together. To bring these experiences to life for our players, Sony Interactive Entertainment has made a minority investment as part of Discord's Series H round, which I guess is like they're doing like funding in like waves. From our very first conversation with co-founders Jason Cintron and Stan Vineski, I was inspired by their lifelong love for gaming and our team's shared passion to help bring friends and communities together in new ways. Empowering players to create communities and enjoy shared gaming experiences is at the heart of what we do. So we are beyond excited to start this journey with one of the world's most popular communication services. It's always a privilege to work with great partners to bring fresh experiences to our fans, and we'll have more to share in the coming months. Stay tuned to our channels and at Discord for all the latest updates. So, we don't get a lot of information. This is a lot of like, this guy's the CEO and he's not 100% sure what Discord like really means to people at the end of the day. But it's good to see that they are focusing on the community, the having fun, communicating, connecting, like the shared experience that gaming has become, especially in the recent months. Like Discord, sure we used Discord before the pandemic, but like our Discord server in particular has just fucking exploded in a way, like has been way more active. People are using it as like, that's the only way that I talk to a lot of people is through our Discord server. And so, and that's the way like I'll hit the Discord server before I tweet something, before I go on Instagram and make a post. I'll hit the Discord server and be like, hey yo, I'm streaming, who wants to come through? I'm about to start up a PSN party. I'm about to do all these different things. So just, if they are even able to remove like 1 degree of separation from that equation, yeah, I'm down for it. Like whatever we end up getting, having any kind of Discord integration on PlayStation is something that I am wholeheartedly here for.
This might be like a me take, but it kind of felt like PlayStation took a step back and decided to wonder what gamers wanted, and partnering up with Discord after the whole Microsoft thing fell through was the best move. Because, I mean, PlayStation 5 hasn't been, like, doing anything, really, in my mind, to make gamers really feel wanted. And so this move right here makes them feel, I mean, that's kind of like, that's a big move. Like, partnering with Discord, being able to do all the things that you can do on PC and on your phone, on your PlayStation 5 is a big move.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong at all. Like, I think, and we're gonna keep talking about this like as more stuff comes out because.
Right, I'm excited to see where it goes. Like, especially if this means that PlayStation isn't gonna fuck up Discord, and by giving them more money, that gives Discord the opportunity to implement like newer features and kind of like, I don't know, like clean things up on, you know.
Yeah, I
mean, on the back end, like fix some bugs, shit like that. I'm all for it.
As far as like partnering with Discord and not like full out buying it like Microsoft was trying to do, I don't think you can fuck up Discord. I think you're just like giving Discord money, and maybe some exclusive rights that they both agree on, but I don't think they're gonna fuck up Discord.
Yeah, I don't think PlayStation can do anything to affect Discord. It's just PlayStation trying to get as much use out of Discord as possible.
Yeah. I mean...
And so, I think that's best case, like, we're in the best case scenario for this happening.
Yeah, I would love to be on my PC and be on live, and then y'all be on your PS5s and be on live, and we're all in the same conversation.
Right,
Instead
yeah.
of me having a phone or vice versa.
Right, because the amount of games that are cross-platform at this point, like, even outside of, like, the ones... So, Final Fantasy XIV is a big one for us. Mm-hmm. Then there's Fortnite for me, which I can maybe be in some of these other servers and play Fortnite. Apex is now cross-platform, so just being able to have the PC and the PlayStation audiences of a lot of these cross-platform games. I'm trying to think of some other like really big ones. Call of Duty Warzone, even Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, just straight up cross-platform. So, you know, and Microsoft isn't taking any of these hits laying down. Sure, they may not be able to buy it, but what's stopping them from, once the developers at Discord make a PlayStation app, what's stopping Microsoft from stepping in and saying, hey, we'll port this over to Xbox so they can have it too?
Yeah. I mean, hey, here's a couple whatever $1 million you want. Give us the app too. I'm surprised they already don't have it, considering Discord already has an app on Windows 10, which Xbox kind of runs. But that's not here nor there.
Yeah, there's an argument to be made, and I get what you're saying, but
it's just like Discord. You don't have to work for this. Just do it.
So the last story, and I'll keep it brief because not everything is out. This trial is still ongoing, and there's just been a lot of shit to come out of it, and every day more and more. Like, I see fucking IGN headlines every single day coming out of this Epic versus Apple trial. So, like...
That's still going on?
It just started.
It's getting messy.
Oh, whoa! Fucking
it's getting
big
messy.
When I tell you they are out here Boston Tea Partying this shit, like...
Yeah, the girls have beef. That's what it is.
Who's on the winning end so far?
Yes.
Right.
Actually, we're at the point in time which Arc System is going to start saying something weird before the music starts playing.
Right. We're
Make your daddy proud.
We're in the
hands up, take it all.
Yeah.
Don't stop till you get enough.
So, like, a lot of interesting things have come out of this. Is that apparently at one point PlayStation was trying to charge people for cross-platform play. We've gotten different, like, when I tell you, apparently Microsoft had an internal review of The Last of Us Part 2 that they discussed with their teams. Like, there's all types of stuff. Like, when I tell you this, like, the amount of information...
What does that have to do with this shit?
Dude, Epic is involved in all these things. Because Epic was the first person to get cross-platform play out of PlayStation. Like,
solely for Fortnite.
Well, Rocket League is owned by Epic too.
Yeah, but that was after. All of this, like, cross-platform shit
all of this
was
is
because
about
Fortnite wanted it.
The reason Epic is suing Apple right now is because of Fortnite.
Right. At the end of the day, Fortnite's the only reason why this... No other game started this. Fortnite started this. And
well,
that's
Call of Duty kind of pushed it. Like, Call of Duty was there in the early days.
I wouldn't give Call of Duty that much credit. Fortnite is the reason why this is all happening. Like, this is giving props to Fortnite. How powerful its, like, platform is and how great of a game to the consumers of Fortnite. To the consumers of Fortnite. Like, this game made Xbox and Nintendo come together and do cross-platform with PC, but, like, Microsoft already owns Xbox, so, like, that's nothing already. But, like...
Well, I mean, Final Fantasy... Like, games have been doing that since the PS2, because Final Fantasy 11 had cross-platform between PS2 and PC.
Yeah, but that's, like, different.
How?
Because...
You could party up with somebody on PS2 and
that's
Phantasy Star Online.
That's pre...
Phantasy Star Online?
No, that's pre-Console Wars. Console Wars didn't actually exist until, like...
What?
No, Console Wars didn't exist during PlayStation 2.
What are you talking about?
Console Wars weren't a thing during PlayStation. Like, at least the Xbox, PlayStation Console Wars didn't exist during that time.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. That was not a thing. They weren't fighting and during that time.
Console wars have been
Xbox
around since before
360.
we were born. Sega does what Nintendo don't.
I was born during that time. Thank you very fucking much. But I get that. But that was the only time where they were actually as petty as we would want them to be. They aren't as petty as we want them to be now. Like, they do go head to head, and, like, Xbox pretty much makes really dumb statements given the last console war that happened, which the Xbox One versus the PS4. The reason why PS4 won was because Xbox kept making really stupid statements and then, like, fucked itself over.
But PlayStation's still winning this generation off of momentum off of that generation.
I mean, exactly. I mean, it's going to.
Outselling
but
Xbox
it's still
Series
not
S
outselling this. Apparently, I don't know. I just watched a video earlier today.
Well,
that
yeah.
It's
Switch
not
Switch
is going crazy.
Yeah,
so,
Switch
like,
is going big crazy.
So Nintendo's finally winning a war that it didn't intend on being in.
Which is 5
years later.
Good for it. But either...
Yeah, as far as this Epic and Apple stuff, every single day there has been new interesting things coming out about the console video game industry that, like, nobody knew. That, like, Epic is putting, like... Looking at Trashboat in the chat, he's talking about... It's an antitrust lawsuit because, like, Epic tried to put its own payment method into Fortnite and Apple blocked it because Apple says all of your payments have to go through us and we have to get our 30% cut. And we talked about all this on the podcast when it happened. And so Epic sued Apple and they did the bad Apple skin in Fortnite and did all that stuff. But now, like, it's really getting to, like, the legal aspect of it, and we're getting down to lawyers being involved and evidence being provided that is giving like information about all these things. Like, I don't want to really get into any of it yet until we have all the information and all the facts and all, because by the time this comes out, there'll be 3 more fucking groundbreaking headlines to come out that just like completely turn the world on its head. So once all of this is said and done, like, I recommend anybody who wants to keep their eye on it, like, every single day there has been a headline about this Epic versus Apple case that is showing things that none of us general consumers, like, you guys know, like, I fucking sit there and like will read the results of a financial call, like, to shareholders of some of these video game companies, and there's shit in here that, like, I had no idea about. Like, people right now are freaking out about the fact that Xbox has never turned a profit on an Xbox console ever. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we always know consoles are sold at a loss, and where they make their money back is software. So, like, but, I mean, for people that aren't me, that's a big story. Like, the fact that Xbox has never, ever, ever made a profit off of selling any Xbox ever.
Which is crazy, because 360
that's really
kicks
just
some
the story
ass.
of consoles. That's really just the story of consoles.
I think, well, let me not even, like, because I want to say Nintendo's gotten to the point that...
Nintendo does it every other time. Nintendo's on it every other cycle. They do a good console,
PlayStation...
They do a console that sells not that well, then they'll, right after that, come up with a console that'll sell. They'll fumble the next one, and then they'll be back with a good one. GameCube, Wii U, Switch.
Didn't the PlayStation 4 turn a profit after 6 months?
No. The PlayStation 4 was sold at a loss consistently until... I think the PlayStation 4 Slim might have made a profit, but I know the Pro definitely was sold at a loss. And the PS5 and the all-digital edition... even with the fact the all digital edition,
I know they're sold at a
loss.
We found out how much it would cost to make them. And that's not including labor.
Right, that's just materials. Like, that's just the components. All right, so let's wrap it up. We've been going for an hour and a half. We've gotten some interesting stuff. I want to address some of these comments Trashboat been throwing in the chat. Me and him got to have a little talk after we wrap this recording. But remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet. CheesyControllerPodcast.com. Also, I updated the SoundCloud, so now you can go to SoundCloud.com/CheesyController and find all our shit. It's no longer the user dash whatever, like, string of numbers shit. SoundCloud.com/CheesyController is a new link. Alana has updated the YouTube. The YouTube's looking a lot better. We expanded her permissions, and she's just been in there, like, kicking shit up, like, making it look good. But you can follow me on Twitter. I am at Anton6. Chris, where can people find you?
Chefing Chris.
Jalen.
Squid Bishop.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
All right, Havntr, for one last time, for all the marbles, for all the people who made it an hour and a half of us fucking rambling about video games. Where can people find you? What you trying to plug? What you got coming up? Let them know.
Okay, you guys can follow me at Havntr at Instagram. That's HAVNTR. That's very important. HAVNTR. I want to plug Cartridge. We have a gamer lounge every Monday. Pull up and play. You guys have been to it. Y'all know the vibes. It's getting bigger and bigger, and everybody's welcome.
Please wear a mask and be vaccinated.
Please wear a mask. The vaccinations, please also be vaccinated. But if you're not vaccinated, you're also still more than welcome. But wear a mask. I also have an EP coming out this Friday, Dream Eater. It's going to be on all DSPs, and it'll be on Bandcamp as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And I'll have a virtual show going on with Palace Palico in LA on Sunday. So I'll be doing that before the big show on Monday with Cartridge.
And I'll drop this episode on Sunday just so it can be out to the general public before your show. I won't be able to drop it before the project drops, but
it's no worries.
Yeah, like, and I'll tag you, everybody. Go follow this man. Like,
yes, please do. I appreciate you guys having me out tonight, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. We did it for Controllerize, and we had a lot of the key members of Controllerize. We still got to have Blake on. We got to figure out his setup.
I'll probably just bring him over here one night and just fucking sit him right here, and I'll just play my Switch.
Real shit.
But that's probably gonna be our best bet with that one. Hopefully I'll see you guys in Arena, man. I didn't know everybody here plays Apex, so let's do this.
Yeah, I play
fucking every day.
PSN party. So all of them are in the. Everybody that I have as a friend on PSN who has set foot in Cartridge is in that group.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So
that's perfect.
I added it to my favorites on my party thing on PS5. So just hit that group, everybody will get it in one way or another, and we can run it. Pretty much everybody in there plays Apex. So
I'm with it. So I definitely will be jumping in and out the chat.
I felt the urge to make it, but you guys utilize it. You and Blake,
For sure. I appreciate you making it, man.
All right. Well, this has been a Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. Until next time, keep it cheesy.
Keep it cheesy.
Mr. Popo was a nigga.